The Kingdom of Belgium is one of the small nations hidden in the northwestern part of Europe. This country is most known for its wide variety of beers, delicious waffles, and the picturesque medieval castles littered across the country. I tell you that there are more magnificent things hidden in this country. Stay with me, as I am about to take you on a long journey into the Kingdom of Belgium. 1. Belgium, which is officially known as the Kingdom of Belgium, is a country located in the northwestern part of Europe. The country is bordered by the Netherlands to the north, Luxembourg to the southeast, Germany to the east, France to the southwest, and the North Sea to the northwest. 2. Brussels is the capital city of Belgium and also the largest city in the country. 3. The land area of Belgium is 30,528 kilometers squared, with a population of about 11,738,147, making it one of the smallest and most densely populated countries in Europe. 4. The people of Belgium are called Belgians. 5. Belgian waffles are the best waffles in the world. In fact, it should be considered a crime for one to visit Belgium and not have a taste of it and take one home. Some of the popular brands are Belgian waffles, Brussels waffles, galettes, Kempen waffles, and Liège waffles. 6. According to the OAG Punctuality League report of 2016, 88.65% of flights at Brussels South Charleroi Airport take off on time, making them the third most punctual airport in the world. 7. One of Europe's largest rose gardens is located in Coloma Castle, Belgium. This garden contains over 66,000 roses, which include ancient species and rare varieties picked from different parts of the world. 8. Did you know that French fries originated in Belgium? Yes, the name is French fries, but its origin is Belgium. According to Belgian folklore, the underprivileged villagers in Meuse Valley survived on French fries. Then one winter fishing became impossible because the river froze. This made them seek alternative food to survive on. The villagers turned to potatoes, so they would slice and fry them the way they fried their fish. Voila! The origin of French fries. 9. Some Belgian national dishes are mussels, meatballs, Flemish stew, grey shrimp croquettes, eel in the green, waffles, and rabbit with prunes. 10. On their wedding day, Belgian ladies normally carry 2 flowers. As she makes her way down the aisle, the bride will present her mother with 1 flower. She then gives the other flower to her future mother-in-law when the vows are said and done. This act represents the 2 families coming together and acceptance of one another. 11. You are likely to see the statue of a little peeing man when you travel to Belgium. Don't think it's just an art, because there is a story behind it. This iconic sculpture is called Mannequin Pees, which means little man pee. One legend said that the statue represents a young boy who, by peeing on an explosives fuse, spared Brussels from fire and disaster. Another legend also claimed that the boy was the victim of a witch's spell who was frozen in time as retaliation for peeing on her door. No matter what the story is, the statue is so cliché as it is not just a famous sculpture visited by tourists, but also printed on polos to remind Belgians of his iconic work. 12. If you are thinking of visiting Belgium in 2024, then you should see the Brussels flower carpet. This is a huge carpet made out of flowers. This spectacle is done biannually, and 2024 is the next year for it. Maybe you should make plans to visit then. 13. Belgians have 3 official languages, and they are Dutch, German, and French. 14. A mix of Dutch and French, which is the language of Belgians, is called Flemish. Some of the regular words or phrases are: hello is hallo. Good morning is goed morgen. Goodbye is tot ziens. There is a yearly carnival in Belgium called Carnival of Binche. This carnival happens in Binche, and it usually happens 3 days before Ash Wednesday. Because of its importance to Belgians, the citizens put in weeks of preparation to make it come out well, and during the carnival, on Shrove Tuesday, more than 1,000 guilles, clown-like characters, parade the street, and this is one of the highlights of the event. As expected, all the efforts put into this carnival and the total outlook don't go unnoticed. Early this year, UNESCO added the carnival as part of the world's intangible and oral heritage. 16. If you are a beer lover, then Belgium will do you good, because there are more than 1,000 different beers in the country. Some popular ones are Oval, Triple Carmeliet, Chimay Bleu, Delirium Tremens, Boone Creek, Westmalle Triple, Cantillon Gueuze, and XX Bitter. 17. Belgium taxes its citizens on their worldwide income. Residents of Belgium are taxable on their entire income, but non-residents are taxable only on Belgian source income. 18. Belgium is one of the highest tax-paying countries in the world. In 2022, the tax rate was 50%. 19. There are 27 countries that make up the European Union, and Belgium is part of them. 20. During the Christmas celebrations, Santa Claus does not come to Belgium. Instead, an old man with white long hair and a beard, dressed in a bishop-like robe, wearing a white glove and a huge ruby ring called Sinterklaas visits. And just like Santa Claus, he comes bearing gifts for the kids. 21. Robert Caillou is a Belgian informatics engineer, computer scientist, and author who proposed the first hypertext system for CERN in 1987. He later collaborated with Tim Berners-Lee to create the Internet Web, which turned out to be the World Wide Web, WWW. 22. If you are out in public and have to use public toilets in Belgium, just know that it isn't free. Owners of petrol stations, restaurants, and the rest charge people from 50 cents to €1 to use the toilet in their facilities, although some of them make exceptions for their customers. So to avoid being embarrassed, it is advised that you carry small change while going out there. 23. The official currency in Belgium is the euro, which was introduced in 2002. Before then, Belgians used the Belgian franc as their legal tender. 24. Adolphe Sax, whose full name is Antoine Joseph Sax from the city of Dinant in Belgium, single-handedly invented the saxophone. If you travel to Belgium and visit Dinant, you will notice that saxophones are littered everywhere. 25. Due to its multicultural and multilingual nature, Belgians call places or things according to their own language. The name of the country isn't an exception. People that speak Dutch calls it België, French-speaking people call it Belgique, and the part that speaks German calls it Belgian. Different names for the same country depending on the language. 26. Belgium is part of the founding member countries of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. 27. One of the must-see places in Belgium is the Ypres. This is where most of the awful combat of World War I happened. Going to this location will make you come face to face with battlefields, memorials, and conflict-related landmarks. 28. Belgium is famous for its handmade chocolates. No wonder it's part of the top 4 chocolate-producing countries in the world. It is also a huge contributor to their nation's economy. There are about 2,000 chocolate shops in the country, and some of the notable brands are Côte d'Or, Godiva, Neuhaus, Gruyère, Corn Point Royal, Vitamir, Pierre Marcolini, etc. You must have a taste of this delight any time you visit the country. 29. Belgium is not only known for its rich chocolate, but also for its fantastic cheese. Even though small, the country makes over 300 cheeses, which is almost the same amount produced in France. Why theirs isn't famous as that of France is because they hardly export them. If you want to try some of them out while in the country, then here is a list for you. Bouvard, Limburger, Brussels Kaas, Rubens, Passendale, Marie de Suisse, and Prince Jean. 30. Despite being a small country, Belgium boasts of many castles in it, and these castles are one of the things that tourists love to visit when in the country. Some of the biggest ones open to the public are Gaasbeek Castle, Gravenstein van Gint, International Rose Garden of Coloma, Castle and Gardens of Frères-sur-Meuse, Groot Bingegarden Castle and Gardens, Château de Belluel, Château de la Roule, and Domaine de Château du Modave. 31. Brussels City in Belgium produces beautiful handmade pillow lace called Brussels lace. Way back in 1800, about 150,000 women in the country earned a living from designing bobbins and pillow lace with their hands. 32. Antwerp City in Belgium is the diamond capital of the world. This city earned this title because it holds the biggest port where diamonds are traded internationally. The diamond trade in this area started almost 500 years ago when the first raw stones were brought in from India. Gradually, the local diamond traders became famous due to their meticulous attention to detail and wide range of options, to the point where even King Francois I of France began ordering his diamonds from the master cutters in Antwerp rather than from Paris. 33. In Belgium, guests are expected to bring flowers and good quality chocolates to their host. 34. Talking about gifting people flowers, avoid gifting chrysanthemums because they signify death. 35. Belgium is part of the countries located in the northwestern part of Europe, which is the lowlands. In other countries like Luxembourg and the Netherlands, some of the lands in these countries are below sea level. 36. Belgium legalized same-gender marriage in 2003, making them the second country with such a law after the Netherlands. 37. Boanteren Tower, built in the heart of Antwerp between 1929 and 1932, was the first skyscraper in the whole of Europe. 38. Men at Oostenkerk, which is located along the west coast on the North Sea, still practice shrimp fishing on horseback. This tradition started about 500 years ago and is still being practiced in that area till today. At low tide, the shrimp fishermen ride their horses into the water chest deep wearing their yellow raincoats and high boots. The horse walks the sand while pulling a net and dragging a chain. The chain causes a vibration that frightens the shrimp, which in turn dive into the net. Once the shrimp is caught, it is transferred into baskets attached to the saddle. 39. One of the traditional Belgian cookies is the koek de dinant, which is very famous for its very hard texture and is given to babies to nibble on while they are teething. Other traditional Belgian cookies are Antwerp's henge and speculas. 40. With 13 to 15 ratios, the Belgian flag is considered to be unusual, unlike other countries. The shape isn't square, yet it's not a rectangle shape. 41. The euro coin was designed by a Belgian called Luc Loix. 42. Brussels Airlines changed the dots on its logo from 13 to 14 because customers from the United States filed a complaint saying that they don't feel comfortable with the number 13 because they believe it brings them bad luck. 43. Some of the famous Belgians you might not know are Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jan van Eyck, Peter Paul Rubens, René Magritte, Liz Claiborne, Dries van Noten, Jacques Brel, Georges Simenon, etc. 44. Belgium's system of government is constitutional, hereditary, and popular monarchical. The monarch is called king or queen and serves as the country's head of state and commander-in-chief of the Belgian armed forces. Since their independence in 1830, they have had 7 monarchs, and the current one is King Philippe, who ascended the throne on 21st July 2013. 45. Most people actually don't think about beaches when traveling to Belgium. If you'd want to dive into the waters or you want to sunbathe, then you should try going to Ostend, De Pan, Blankenberg, De Haan, Oostenkerk, Newport, Middelkerk, Nachtgeest, Coxige, or Zubrig Beach. You will certainly love it. 46. Under Belgian law, women are not expected to change their surnames after marriage, although the woman or man can choose to use the surname for colloquial or social purposes. 47. Belgium's wildlife is filled with different wild animals like dormouse, pond bats, wildcats, Brabant, Eurasian otters, Belgian malinois, oryx, Atlantic cod, eel, and lots others. 48. Belgians regard red poppy, Papavet Ruys, as their national flower because of the important role it played in their country's history. The flower's vibrant red color and its unique shape symbolize strength and hope for the country. 49. The dominant religion in Belgium is Christianity. About 50% of the citizens are Catholics. They also have Anglicans and Protestants amongst them. Other styles of religion Belgians practice are Buddhism, atheist, Islam, and Jewish. 50. The bride is expected to carry a handkerchief with her name stitched on it, which is one of the most well-known wedding traditions in Belgium. The handkerchief is framed and hung at the newlyweds' home after the ceremony. They will take the handkerchief and have their own name embroidered on it when the bride's daughter, or niece, or any female relative gets married. Belgian ladies do this to pass the handkerchief down from mother to daughter. Thank you for watching this interesting video about this small European country, Belgium. Did you learn anything new? Which of the facts about this country is your favorite? Kindly let us know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel.